Hello. In this example, we want to solve the following equation. X over 2 plus 6 equals x over 5. Okay, now I know you too well. You're freaking out because you're seeing fractions, and I understand, but at the same time, that's breaking a rule. Rule 1, don't freak out. That's a very important a really important rule. And the reason that I say that is because if you start freaking out, not only are you going to just waste your time, but you're also going to have your brain start misfiring. And so by freaking out, you're literally making it to where you are not going to be able to think how to solve the equation. So rule 1, do not freak out. Don't freak out. Okay, it's the opposite of the song. Freak out, whatever. Anyway, now we have x over 2 plus 6 equals x over 5. And what we want to do is that first step in the procedures that I showed you earlier. And that first step is to remove any fractions. And to do that, we need to find the least common denominator between all fractions. And we've actually done that several times already. So the denominators that we see are 2 and 5. So between 2 and 5, what's the LCD? If you said 10, then you are correct. So what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply every term in here by 10. Now, notice that there's a term here, there's a term here, there's a term here. So I need to multiply every term in here by 10. In other words, what I'm doing is I'm multiplying both sides by 10. Which is the LCD. So multiply this by 10, multiply this by 10, and multiply this by 10. A lot of people forget to do the 6 times 10 here. That's usually where they mess up. Okay, so what do we do? Well, technically this is 10 over 1 times x over 2 and 10 over 1 times x over 5. And then you go from there. But notice that when we're multiplying, we always divide first, right? Or we always simplify first. So 10 and 2 share a common factor of 2 here. So notice that the 10 goes away, leaving us with 5, and the 2 goes away, leaving us with a 1, but we don't need it. And over here, the 10 goes away, leaving us with 2, and the 5 goes away, leaving us with 1, but we don't need it. And notice that we have 5 times x, which gives us 5x, and then plus 6 times 10, 60, equals, and then all we have left over here is x times 2, 2x. Okay, now we don't actually need to see all this. We just need to know that everything is being multiplied by 10. So here, what we really want to do instead of doing what I showed you is the following. Do the division first. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times the numerator is x, so 5x. 10 divided by 5 is 2 times the numerator of x gives us 2x. That's really all it is. Excellent. And then you just solve this like any other regular linear equation. In this case, I begin by subtracting 2x from both sides. And if you want to go ahead and think of it this way as well, go ahead and subtract 60 from both sides. The reason that I'm doing that is because I need to get the x's to the left-hand side and the constant term to the right-hand side. Or you can actually reverse this. You don't have to do it in this order. What you can do instead, if you want to, is you can actually subtract the 5x to move it to the right-hand side. There's nothing wrong with that. So if we move it to the right-hand side, I can leave the 60 where it is, but we have 2x minus 5x on the right-hand side. And 2x minus 5x is negative 3x. So 60 equals negative 3x. Divide by the number in front of x, and the number in front of x is negative 3. 60 divided by negative 3 is negative 20. So negative 3 over negative 3 is 1, leaving us with just x. And notice we have negative 20 equals x, and technically we're done. But people don't like seeing it this way for some odd reason. I don't really understand why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the x and the 20, making the x on the left-hand side and the negative 20 on the right-hand side. honestly, if you didn't like this, you probably like this a whole lot better. Alrighty, now we do need to check this. We're going to take the negative 20, plug it in. So negative 20 over 2 is negative 10. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. Yeah, negative 4. Take the negative 20. Negative 20 over 5 is negative 4. So I get negative 4 on the left, negative 4 on the right. All right. Well, I believe that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun.